What's up, backyard bassman fans? All right, before we get into today's video, just want to give you guys a little heads up. I know my videos normally drop at 7 in the morning, but I'm actually trying something a little bit different. Just trying to hit the algorithm of YouTube just a little bit different. So I'm going to drop them in the evenings and kind of see how that works for a little bit. We may end up going back to the 7 o'clock in the morning deal. So we'll just kind of see how it works out and everything like that. But today's video, we are actually going to talk about something that I consider is a very underrated bait for the pre-spawn. Now, it's going to go into the pre-spawn and actually before the pre-spawn. You know, your really late winter, your early spring baits. Your fish are just going to start to come up. They're going to be looking for, on those sunny days, they're going to be looking for like either really dark spots like your logs, your laydowns, rock, grass, anything like that that's going to attract a little bit more of the sun and get warmer faster. That's what they're going to tend to go for. So today's bait is going to be just a stick bait, the plain old Cinco, the Sticko, Yum Dinger, whatever you want to call it. There are a ton of them out there, so don't overwhelm yourself of thinking you have to have all of them or not, anything like that. There is plenty out there and they all do about the exact same thing. Now, the one difference that I will tell you is some of them have more salt. The Gary Yamamoto ones, those have a ton more salt in them, so they'll sink a little bit faster than what some of the other ones will. So depending on what you're going for, if you're looking for that really slow fall rate, or if you're looking for something that's just a moderate fall, you know, that salt is going to play into that. Typically what I'm looking for in the, like I said, the early spring, into the pre-spawn, stuff like that. Like I was saying earlier, these fish are really going to attract to, you know, different cover, and grass is one of the big key things to look for. If you have grass or any type of grass in your lake or ponds or anything like that, that's one thing you want to target. And like I said, this is an underrated bait, and the reason I say that is a lot of people are going to be out there, they're going to be throwing lipless, they're going to be throwing square bills, they're going to be trying to pitch into different stuff. But the fish are very sluggish right at the beginning of this season. So this is where that stick bait really comes into play. You can throw out there, it's got a very slow fall rate to it, it's a very natural fall to it, and the bass tend to have a better idea of what they're looking at and watch it a little bit longer, and they'll actually reach out and grab that more often than what a moving bait or something like that might be coming by if they're just not warm enough to start chasing bait yet. So this is a bait I've won plenty of tournaments with, even fun fishing, stuff like that. It's just an all-around great bait to use. There's a bunch of different colors, guys. I'll keep it very simple. This one here, this is just a blue with a black and blue with blue fleck. My pond's really muddy right now from all the rain we've had, so that's kind of where I'm leaning towards on that one. Typically, probably 95% of the time, I'm actually throwing a watermelon red flake or just a plain green pumpkin. Those are pretty much my two go-tos right there. There's plenty of other colors out there. You can try all you want. You know, just get something you have a little bit of confidence in and start throwing that and see what happens. I'm telling you, it's well worth it. But we're gonna see if we can catch something here. We'll get back to you. Guys, so fish ain't wanting to play, so we'll call it good there. But A couple of things I wanted to mention to you about this bait. You can see here, you know, I've got that on an EWG style hook. Now the reason I like that style of hook is it actually has a bigger gap opening here, which creates a lot easier hookup ratio. You get something with more of a closed end right here, you know, it really limits you on how you want to set that hook. You know, you really got to have them in the side of the mouth or something like that to get that hook set good. With that EWG style hook, I think just opens you up to a little bit more opportunities for hook sets. The other thing, you know, I fish this completely weightless, you know, just for the simple fact you got that slower fall rate, it falls more natural. And this thing, when you go to, if you guys are looking to learn how to skip baits, you know, I think I've told you before in another video, you know, a Senko or a Sticko or whatever you want to call it, they're one of the easiest baits to learn how to skip baits. And hooking it up weightless like this, I always throw it on a spinning setup. You guys see here, I got 15-pound braid on here. It's just a regular old cheap Shimano reel, nothing special. The rod, this is actually, it's a Fluger reel, or Fluger rod, sorry, that's a medium action, fast action tip. This is just a 6-foot, which is really, really good from what I like, especially fishing on the boat and around banks. When you're on the bank, it's short enough you don't have to worry about hitting limbs, you don't have to worry about catching grass and stuff behind you. It's short enough to get around. When you're on the boat, you know, like I said before, I like to skip a lot. This rod here is just a perfect length, you know, to roll your wrist around it, get up underneath docks, get underneath brush piles and stuff like that. So I really, really like this rod and reel setup. I don't throw a spinning reel nearly enough as I should, but when I do, this is my go-to setup for that. So, you know, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you're smashing that thumbs up. That really, really helps out the channel, and we will see you guys again next time.